You can feel the calm before the storm as the round begins.
Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Banjo Kazooie. We're doing Clanker's Cavern today, which basically means that we're going to spend this entire level sorting through Grunty's garbage disposal. Doesn't that sound like fun? Sounds like fun to me. Coincidentally, it is an absolutely beautiful day outside today. Like, the sun is shining, birds are chirping, there's like 5 rainbows out, all the houses across the street are made out of chocolate, and people are having sex in them. It's the best, but damned if I'm gonna let all that stop me from staying inside and playing video games all day. What kind of piece of garbage do you think I am? I'm a true gamer. Alright, so right off the bat, something, I kind of have to apologize, because something you might note about this level is that some of the collectibles have already been gotten. Like, on that pipe I was just on back there. If I can just get a good look at it, yeah. On top of that pipe where it just came out, there's supposed to be a Mumbo token, but I've collected it already. The reason is that I actually did sort of a failed recording session yesterday, and not failed in the sense that my hardware, like, fucked up, although that wouldn't have surprised me, but failed in the sense that, like, my head just wasn't in it that day, and I honestly don't know why. Like, it was a weird scenario. I mean, I was psyched up to play Banjo Kazooie, and I had stuff to talk about, but, like, you know, the information in my brain just wasn't making it to my vocal cords, and I was going, like, entire minutes without saying anything. It was just weird. Like, no matter how much I had to say, or, like, how, you know, up for recording I was, like, I open my mouth, but the words don't come out, you know? I'm choking now. Everybody's joking now. The clock's run out. Time's up over blow. Snap back to reality! Up there goes gravity! Up there goes... So yeah, that being said, there are a couple collectibles in this area, like, in particular 2 Jiggies that I have already collected, so before we really get started in this level, I'm just going to go to where those Jiggies were so I can show you guys where I collected them and how I got them. Because, unfortunately, the game auto-saves every time that you die, and guess what I managed to do within 10 minutes? So yeah, unfortunately, those Jiggies are already registered as collected, so real quick, I'm just gonna go to where I got them. It's not a big deal, it was only like 2. So first off, there's this area with a bunch of one-armed crabs, or, well, not one-armed, but like lopsided crabs. And when you kill them all, which I guess I don't really have to do right now, but I'm gonna do it anyway. There's like 4 crabs here, I think. One of them's hiding from me. Oh, there he. Oh, and you know what? I actually have to go to all these places to get the notes, get all the notes anyway, so it works out. It all works out. Yeah. There we go. And normally once you do that, if I can just get up there. There we go. Okay, so right here when you kill all the crabs, a Jiggy would appear, so... If you're using this series as a walkthrough, that's where you get that. Although if you are using this series as a walkthrough, you are in the wrong place, my friend. Because, I mean, we're pretty early into the game, and I have already made it abundantly clear that I have greatly overestimated my knowledge of this game. This is still going to be a 100% playthrough, like, I'm not giving up on that, but... Just a little warning, there's going to be a lot of cutout footage of me just walking around not knowing where to go. And I do mean cutout footage, like I'm not... It's going to take extra time to edit, but I'm not going to waste your guys' time with countless footage of me just wandering around not knowing where to go. I'm not going to be that guy. Alright, so this is where the second Jiggy I got was. You go through this pipe over here, and it's kind of long, so you want to make sure that you have full air before you come down here. And at the end of this pipe, there would be a Jiggy right here, and you'd be able to see it through this grate. So that's a pretty easy one to get, although, like I said, you do have to be careful of your air here. So real quick, just gonna hopefully not die. I think this is actually where I died last time. During that failed recording session. Like, I came down here with too little air. Like, I had already, you know, gone to do something else. And I fucking just drowned on my way out. Because unfortunately, this is not like Super Mario 64, one of those games where once you run out of air, you just start to lose health. Like, once you run out of air in this game, you just straight up fucking die. So, you really gotta be careful of that. Also, I forgot to mention, what I'm getting, those little yellow feathers, are golden feathers. Those are used for a move that we are going to learn in this area, which I have not picked up yet. So yeah, I just showed you where all the jiggies were. I only got like 2. So I should probably not be trying to go through every single one of these pipes in one go, but fuck it, I'm gonna do it anyway because I'm stupid. Shit, this might have been a bad idea. Trying to get all the notes. Okay, go. Oh jeez. Okay. Thankfully the air goes down slower than I thought it did. Anyway, you might have noticed this lovely little fellow down here. His name is Clanker, the one that this level is named after. And I was kind of talking over his speech before, but basically he's responsible for grinding up Grunty's garbage. I assume with his mouth and his giant shark teeth. That is the worst job in the world. And he wants some fresh air, so we're going to help him get that. How we're going to do that? Swim down underneath the water. And as you can see, he's chained to the ground here. We're going to loosen this chain. Swim all the way down. Oh, jeez. Okay, I can go through this chain. It's all good. And, okay, first thing I want to do is, there's a fish down here who spits out air bubbles, so I want to get to him first. Oh, yep, there it is. Okay, please don't pop before I get to you. Thank you. So yeah, there's the key to the chain. All you gotta do, swim through it 3 times. And that will do it. Alright. It's on my back. Bloodstream's been compromised. Back has been hitched. Alright, there we go. Oh, and look. Oh. Grab my bubbles if you're low on air. Oh, I've never actually had him talk to me before. Interesting. Okay. Clanker has fresh air. You find reward on Clanker's back. So yeah, probably noticed that already, but a jiggy appeared on his back. I'm gonna get that, but first I gotta get all these notes. Because I'm a virtuoso. You just passed your best note score. Yep, okay, whatever. So, like, okay. Here's the thing about Clanker's Cavern, alright? This level is a prime example of Rareware's, like, paradox-like game development genius. Because, as you may have noted already by now, you want to spit out another air bubble there, buddy? Like now? Thank you. Okay. So yeah, as you might have noticed already, this game is this level, Clanker's Cavern, is both a sewer level and an underwater level. 2 of the most overused and widely despised level types in all of gaming. And yet it's really fun to play. Like, fucking how? How do they do... Like, that's the thing. I tweeted about this a while back, but the thing that was fucking insane about Rareware is that they had this alien ability to take the worst things about games and video gaming in general and somehow make masterpieces out of them. Like, because this game, at its very core, is a collectathon, which normally are pains in the asses, but, like, somehow they made collecting stuff insanely fun in this game. And I legitimately can't piece together how they did it. Like, all the Rareware games from back in the day, like this, Banjo Kazooie, Donkey Kong Country, Conker's Bad Fur Day, and, Clanker's teeth hurt now. Eat too much garbage. Well, that's what happens when you eat trash. Although I'm one to talk, I subsist almost entirely on Kraft macaroni and cheese. Ooh, there's another jiggy. How do I get that? Can I just shoot an egg at this? Oh, yep! That worked! Yeah, there we go. Alright. Glad I managed to figure that one out quickly. But yeah, like, all those old Rareware games, they took things that people hate about gaming and somehow made them great. And... I was also gonna add Donkey Kong 64 onto that list, but that's... not so much that one. Not to say Donkey Kong 64 wasn't a fun game, like, it was pretty decent. Like, you know, even a bad Rareware game, like a bad classic Rareware game, is still, you know, solid 5 out of 10. But with Donkey Kong 64, they got a little bit too nuts with all the collectibles. Like, it was insane. Like, imagine, if you haven't played Donkey Kong 64, imagine all the collectibles in this game, like all the notes and the Jinjos, like all those different sets of collectibles, Now imagine there's 5 sets of every single one of them, and they can each only be collected by a certain character. That's pretty much what Donkey Kong 64 is, and it made getting all the collectibles so tedious. Because, like, say for example you come to an area that has 3 different sets of colored bananas, right? And you might not be playing as the right character to collect any of them, so you have to go back further into the level and find the tag barrel so that you can switch characters. Then you switch to one character, go back, get all the bananas for them. Then you have to go back to the tag barrel again, switch characters again, and then go all the way back to just multiple fucking layers of backtracking. It was the worst. And it's a shame because, you know, the game, like, it controls well, and the game as a whole is, like, brimming with that rareware personality that everybody loves. But it was just so goddamn tedious. I tried to 100% that game, like, pretty recently, too, actually. And I couldn't. I just couldn't anymore. Like, I was able to find everything, like, it wasn't an issue of just getting lost, but it was so tedious. Like, I found myself, like, opening up my phone or my laptop and just playing YouTube videos while I was backtracking, which I don't normally like to do during adventure games. Like, I like to stay as focused on the game as possible, but I just had to have something playing in the background while I was doing this shit. Because it was just so tedious and boring after a while. And I did get pretty far. Like, I got all the, in particular, I got all the coins for... Oh, hey, Grumpy Switch. Get fucked. Like the rareware and the Nintendo 64 coins that you get from playing the classic Donkey Kong 64, for instance. But, nah, I think it was around, I forget what the level was called exactly. It was like this big grassy area with 4 different color-coded pathways, and there was like a big clock tower in the middle. I'm not describing it terribly well, but if you played Donkey Kong 64, you might remember it. It's the one where you have to do the race with Lanky Kong's handstand ability. And, like, at that point, I collected most of the golden bananas, but I was having trouble finding 1 or 2, and that was the point where I just tapped out. I couldn't take it anymore. So yeah, that's my review of Donkey Kong 64. Like, good aspects to a game, but overall just could have been better. And oh shit. Okay, I know how to get that Mumbo token. It's probably something I should have done before I came in here, but I'm stupid. What can I say? Oh no, you don't. Fucking little shark dicks down here. Oh yeah. Alright, let's Superman 64 this shit. You know, this very heavily reminds me of the, this is kind of a stupid thing to say, but it kind of heavily reminds me of the, flying minigame from Banjo Kazooie, where you have to fly through the rings. I mean, obviously it reminds me of that, it's from the same exact game, but... like, you know, yeah, sure, when Banjo flies through rings, it's fine, but, you know, when Superman flies through rings, oh, all of a sudden, worst game ever. Ugh, double standards. What can I say, man? Like, nostalgia can make you like dumb shit. Like, really dumb shit. For further proof, see Teletubbies. And that's it. Hey, Jinjo, what's up? I lost count of how many times I watched, like, those old Teletubbies VHSs back in the day, and I don't even want to imagine what it'd be like nowadays. Oh, hey! It came out through the gills. That's cool. Actually, can I go back? Okay, cool. I was afraid that might be like a... you can only come out system. Not the case. It's all good. It's all good. Excuse me. What do we... Can I get up there? I think there should be, no. There should be... I think there's a flying pad somewhere around here. Hopefully I'm not remembering that wrong. I think it's over there. Yeah, there we go. Thank you. Alright. Nice. Oh, jeez. Alright. Let's fly right in. Aw, I was hoping to just fly right into the, right through the gate. No dice.
Continue! 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1!